No surprise there that Mr. Perfect would allow no one else but the genius to introduce him and completely disregard ring announcer Howard Finkel. And here we go. What a matchup this is set out to be. On paper, this is a dream. Mr. Perfect and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. A man of the people and a man of perfectionism. Two personalities that are set to clash. Guys like Dusty Rhodes and every man's man who represents your everyday worker being the son of a plumber. And Mr. Perfect believing that he is better than everybody else. That's somebody who you want representing you. And that shoulder block just sent Mr. Perfect right to the outside onto the floor. It's just not going to be that easy for Mr. Perfect. Dusty Rhodes has been doing this for a long time. You can never, ever doubt Dusty Rhodes whatsoever. Extremely talented. He's got charisma like no one else. And the official saying, hey, you got to get out of the corner before I call this thing. However, there is a count to 5. Dusty now counters. And Dusty going at it. And Mr. Perfect, here it comes. And what a wide swing. Swinging for the fences. And up and over the top rope goes Mr. Perfect. And the only thing the genius can do is watch. The ref counting. Mr. Perfect is not going to be counted out. That's just not how he rolls. Everything he does, he feels it needs to be done with precision. I mean, and it should be. Everything should be done with precision. That's how winners are born. But sometimes you're too cocky, you get too ahead of yourself, and when you undermine your opponent, you begin to overthink when they start to counter. And when they're tougher than you think, then you gotta, take a few steps back and be like, okay, let me reevaluate the situation. But here comes Dusty Rhodes. He's jiving and he's ready to get driving. Picks the ankle of Dusty and goes right after the knee of the American Dream as Mr. Perfect. Highly calculated, well executed. This could be the smell of the blood in the water, the weakness that Mr. Perfect has been looking for. He has created the weak point, and it's all go. It's all gas, no brakes. Kicking the hamstring of Dusty, the back of the knee. He could blow out the knee of Dusty if this persists, should I say. If Perfect continues to pursue this attack, which wisely in his favor is the best thing you can do if you're Mr. Perfect, using the ropes for added leverage, but the ref is focused on the shoulders of Dusty, so he wasn't able to see it. Sapphire, who was in the corner of the American Dream, trying to rally the crowd behind him. But it's just a tough spot for the American Dream. That time the ref spotted. He said, you better get away or I'm going to call this thing. The damage has already been done, though. You can't take away the damage that has already been done to Dusty, legal or not. Mr. Perfect has already completed the damage, and he's inflicting more as we speak. Dusty Trying to fire himself up, though. Trying to get the crowd to rally. He needs all the momentum, all the adrenaline he can get to surge through his veins, able to turn into a cradle. But the way that the weight was shifted, not enough. And down went Dusty, a kick to the back of the knee, and once more by Mr. Perfect. He may be cocky, but he certainly knows how to live up to the name. Dusty writhing in pain as Mr. Perfect continues to go to work on the leg. Look at the way that Perfect is torquing on the ankle. Absolutely devastating. Just brutal. Dusty trying to fight free. An elbow to the back. Once more. Mr. Perfect, though, went for a shot. Trying to fight through the pain as Dusty. That's the Dusty we know. Dusty is a man of willpower. Kicking the back of the knee, though, is Mr. Perfect. It's just not going to end. And here comes a figure 4 leg lock. All the pressure is being put on the knee that Mr. Perfect has been working on the last few minutes of this matchup. It just continues to get worse and worse for Dusty Rhodes. The longer the damage continues, the harder the comeback is for Dusty Rhodes to get back in this match, to find control. No easy task here, but if there's anybody who can do it, it's Dusty Rhodes as he attempts to shift the weight and put the damage on the knee of Mr. Perfect. This is exactly what he needs. If he's able to flip over to the stomach, and he gets there in the center of the ring, Mr. Perfect now has the damage on it being applied to him. And now the break. And using that scroll, that clipboard, it seems, was the genius. Fighting back is Dusty. Both men are back up to their feet. Dusty sweeps the legs of Perfect, and now it's his turn to go for the figure 4. And the crowd is going crazy. Mr. Perfect is in no man's land. He may have no choice but to tap out. This is not where you want to be at all. How do you get to where you need to be if you're Mr. Perfect? Not a good place to be whatsoever. To scratch and claw to find your way to the bottom rope, and he is able to get there. The rope break now being forced and enforced by the referee. However, now Dusty has been the one to apply some damage and do some damage to Mr. Perfect. Able to sidestep. Oh, that's unfortunate. The neck of Mr. Perfect caught in the top rope. Top and middle rope. He's all twisted up. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the face. And the neck has now taken some severe damage. Mr. Perfect trying to regroup now. The genius distracting Dusty, but Dusty was ready to fight back, and an elbow drop onto Mr. Perfect. I wouldn't get up on the apron if I were you. And a kick to the back. Meanwhile, Sapphire goes after the genius. Sapphire distracting Perfect. And Dusty gets it. Dusty gets the victory over Mr. Perfect. But he's not done. Dusty Rhodes is not done. He went right on the attack. Sent a little bit of an extra message. And leaving in frustration is Mr. Perfect, who got bested by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who had his wing woman in command. Sapphire was able to save the day. When the Genius kept getting involved, Sapphire was there to be there for the man, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. What a win for Dusty over Mr. Perfect.